So we have news on Everquest and their upcoming progression server that's so hot off the press. I wanted to go ahead and make a video even though I'm kind of sick. So please forgive me for the nasally sound of my voice as we go into what is coming for the upcoming Everquest progression server launching later this year. We didn't have to wait long into April for the upcoming progression server to be announced, Oakwynd, which will be launching in May of this year. And it looks like it's going to be absolutely nothing like the servers that have come before it. So buckle up because there's a lot of new changes coming just to this server. It might even make some of those random loot servers seem a bit tame. There are three main parts we need to talk about with this server before getting into some of the more familiar things for any veterans of progression servers. First is going to be the experience bonus. And no, not a normal experience bonus, one that is tied to you leveling your character. In the past, experience bonuses happened on progression servers as they advanced, moving closer and closer to current rates of experience on live as expansions unlocked. But in this version, you'll be encouraged to make alts because maxing out a character is going to give an experience bonus to that account wide. One max level character equals a 10% bonus, so two max level characters would be a 20% bonus. This maxes out at 100% bonus for 10 max characters. These bonuses reset, however, when the level cap is raised on each era. So get grinding, altaholics. But that is just the beginning of some of the changes. Our second major point is going to be encounter locking. Everquest will be trying something entirely new this progression server that starts with Classic when it launches, and that may actually upset some players or be a boon to others. If you've ever had your kill stolen from you as you've already wailed on it for 5 to 10 minutes, you no longer have to worry about that because they will be testing out encounter locking. Encounter locking has been used for a long time in the other Everquest game, Everquest 2, even having a yell ability to break encounters to receive help. Starting with the Oakwynd progression server, encounters will lock from the first hit. At least that's what it sounds like. It wasn't really made clear exactly when the lock will happen. Since this is a new feature they're testing out, I imagine it will evolve as we go through the progression server, much like Pick Zones and Agents of Change have. There's definitely a lot of ability to troll with this encounter locking, but at least on this server, it sounds like this is the solution to kill stealing. Here's my plea. Please be kind to others. Please don't troll as often as you may want to. Just be a little empathetic to other players, especially potentially new players to Everquest. You know, I know that plea may fall on deaf ears and everything, but you know, I figured I'd at least make it. But now we have to get into the really fun parts of this new progression server, the things that will make it unique, completely unique. The things that are not just making you want to make alts or really invest in that throw stone ability so you can get that first hit. We're going to talk about the evolving modifiers, the things that will make each expansion unlock feel different than ever before. Each expansion is going to have its own special bonus and unlock, and they are going to stack together. So every additional expansion is going to have new things that are added, unless of course they are the same bonus that override each other. Like say for example, if you have in Kunark adding a loot modifier of 125%, Velius adds a faction modifier, Lucklin adds an AA XP modifier, coin drop modifier for Planes of Power, but then coming back around to the Serpent Spine, which is actually adding a 200% loot modifier, which would surpass the 125% modifier from Kunark, while also potentially removing Truebox, but more on that in a moment. So pretty crazy things happening, and I have on the screen right now, you will see some of the different unlocks that they have, so you can take some time to look over them. There are other things included in this like currency modifiers, tribute use reduction, rare spawn modifiers, lowered spawn timers, etc. It sounds a lot like event modifiers we get throughout the year for anniversaries and holidays are going to be thrown on this server as permanent additions. By the time it gets to live, it will actually truly be a boosted server, which might actually give it some longevity long after it reaches that point, which other servers don't tend to have. I mean, think about it. It might actually convince someone to go play on that server instead of, say, FV. But now let's talk about the rest of the rule set because it's all pretty standard. In fact, it's going to be standard unlocks with 8 to 12 weeks like every other progression server that launches nowadays, and it's going to open with Classic with Kunark 8 weeks later. One thing that they did not mention was Agents of Change, and I'm hoping that's just because they consider that to be so standard at this point it's not even worth mentioning. Although with the encounter lock, maybe that's something they're testing out. We'll just have to wait and see if there's any kind of clarification. The server will of course launch as Truebox, but it will add in Relaxed Truebox by Omens of War, which allows you to play up to 3 clients simultaneously, and then completely removing Truebox with either the Buried Sea or the aforementioned Serpent Spine. It was kind of unclear because it's mentioned in both places on the producer's letter. I have asked for clarification on which way it'll work, whether it'll be the Serpent Spine or the Buried Sea, as well as asking about experience bonuses and how that would work if, say, you know, Prophecy of Ro comes out. How are they going to deal with that? Do you just keep the bonus, or how does it apply to AAs? How does the experience bonus actually work? And if I get any clarification on this, or if they post it anywhere, I will add it down in the comment section below. Now for me, I am actually thrilled about this server because they're trying something new. The same way I was very excited about when they tried Vaniki and when they tried Mischief, it makes it something that, you know, they're actually just experimenting and seeing what they can do instead of going with releasing the same exact server every year. This is a unique and experimental take on the server process, and I hope that people will be able to enjoy it. I hope that you will be able to enjoy it. I am personally very excited to jump back into Everquest because I have had a long-standing plan to bring some players that have never played Everquest before in with me for the first time for this progression server in May. And I am thrilled that they will at least get to experience pretty much what sounds like a normal experience in Classic, with the exception of the experience bonus and the locking of encounters. My hat's off to DBG for doing something a bit different, and I hope that you'll all enjoy it. I hope that I'll enjoy it. I won't know until I try it out. But thank you all for watching this video. Let us know down below. What do you think? Are you excited about this? Is there a different kind of rule set? I know PvP is a very, very favored rule set from a lot of players that has still not happened. I'm sorry. But let me know down in the comment section below, what did you want, or are you excited to jump in for this progression server? Oh yeah, and if you're interested, DBG is hiring, so go check out their link below if you want to go work and have some input on how Everquest is made in the future. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Redwood Flynn. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I am going to rest my damn voice.